Welcome back to the Delaware Way. We continue our conversation now with Colonel Vaughn Bond, Newcastle County Police Chief. Two real quick questions, and it's two questions that have arisen again because of what happened in Parkland. Would you like to see more guns in the school with teachers or other people that have the right to carry? Should they be able to carry in the schools?
Well, I think that that's a very, it seems like that's a knee-jerk solution to this. I think there's a lot of things that you have to think about when you're asking a teacher now to carry a weapon. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with that. So some of the things that I wonder is, okay, well, who's going to be responsible for their training? Now you're asking a school teacher, you're putting them in a situation where they're not dealing with life or death situations every day. As a police officer, we train in this. We prepare ourselves to get involved in a deadly force confrontational situation. As a teacher, your primary responsibility is teaching students. So now, all of a sudden, we want you as a history teacher to put a weapon on your waist. We want you now to carry an extra magazine.
Telling people somebody they have to carry is different than allowing someone to carry if they feel it's for their own protection. Should a teacher be allowed to carry if they already have the right to carry in the state? Right now, they couldn't do that if they wanted to. Mm-hmm. Should they be able to give the permission to do that?
So your question is, should a teacher be able to?
If he has a right to carry.
If they have a right to carry, to bring it into the classroom.
Right, it's not only my question, it's a question.
It's a question, yes, a lot of people have. I think that that's a question that will be answered, have to be answered by the school district, obviously. They would set the rules on it. From a personal standpoint, I have some concerns about it. Even though this person may have a concealed carry license, I have some concerns on it. I think that, there's one thing when you go down and you go and practice and you're practicing on the target, but there's another dynamic to the situation when you're talking about a teacher and putting someone in a position where they have to now make a decision on whether or not they're going to confront a threat. And then if they have to take that action, are they trained in a position, are they trained to the point that they know how to actually control that weapon?
So you don't like the idea.
And so there's a lot of questions to it. And I know that there's a lot. I think that personally, for me, I know it's going to cost a lot of money, but I think that the security has to be up front. I think that the security has to be at the school. You look at what we go through after 9/11, what you go through at an airport. You have to almost, take off all of your clothing in order to get on the plane. But you don't have to do the same thing at a school. And I think with the rise in the mass shootings and school shootings, I think that there should be some consideration given to increasing the security presence at a school. As much as I would hate to see my daughters have to have their bag run through an x-ray machine to make sure that there's no weapons in there, as a parent, I would feel safer if that was the case, because we're in that time right now. We're at that age where we're seeing these mass shootings time and time again. And I think that, we talked earlier a little bit about deterrence. And I think that not only are school resource officers a deterrent, but I think if you have security personnel, if you have security measures set in place, some schools you can still walk freely and almost get in. You can buzz, someone will buzz you in. Maybe they have to tighten up the procedures around that.
And fire drills too. That's how this kid got in. They got to watch that. But we're out of time. I have 10 more questions for you, but we'll save that for next time. Thank you so much. Colonel Vaughn Bond, Newcastle County Police Chief. The Delaware Way continues right after this.